Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel for my second YouTube video where I cover all things Holo Taco. And by all things, I mean the 3 polishes that I have purchased. There are 4 polishes in this picture. That's because I have 2 of the linear holo polishes, 1 scattered holo, and the Midnight Spark blue holo glitter. I'm very excited to get this started, so let's take a look. Alright everyone, so I have my 3 polishes here. The first one is the Scatter Holo, Midnight Spark, and then it's the Linear Holo, my personal favorite. My plan for today is to do 2 hands. My first one, I have a Linkin Park After Dark on my right hand, and then I have nothing on my left. We'll do a little nail art on there. So going in with the Scatter Holo first, I love this one because it's larger holo flakes, but it's more scattered across the nail, given the name. And I specifically chose to do a dark nail polish on this first hand just so you could see how the holo contrasts with the dark background. And I'm just going to do 1 coat of the scatter, 1 coat of the linear, just so you can see what it looks like with the single coat. You could definitely go in with multiple, but I think that it looks actually the most beautiful when there's only 1 coat. Now here is the linear holo. And funny story, I actually loved this one and I've been talking about it at home, so my fiance went and purchased me one, and also my brother-in-law went and got me one, and they didn't talk to each other about that, so now I have 2. But I really like the linear because it can go on top of any polish and make it a holo-y polish, so I like putting it on top of nail designs, gel polish, whatever I want that little splash. Now with the Midnight Spark, I'm going to do 2 fingers. The first one, this middle finger, I'm doing 1 coat just so we can see what the coverage looks like with 1. And on the second finger, which will be my ring finger, I'm going to do the 2 coats there. So keep in mind, this is on top of a dark background, so you won't really get to see the little gaps in the glitter if there were any. But let me tell you, this glitter is thick. Man, Simply was not joking around. And I know in her video she said that she recommends 2 coats for this one. I would probably agree. You might be able to get away with a single coat of it, but I just think that the coverage is much more even when you go in for that second coat. And the glitter that you see, the holo effect, is nothing compared to when there's actually a top coat on it. That really brings it to life. So just finishing up with this second top coat. And I'm trying out this new glossy top coat from Essence. It says 86% extra shine. I don't know how they're measuring that, but let's see how it is. I actually bought it from Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada for $2.79. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna complain. We'll try this out. So I'm just gonna go in 1 coat of this top coat on each of my fingers. I just skipped over my ring finger because that was the most recent one I did. I'm just going to give it an extra second to dry there. And then we can look at the results. Okay, we're all done. Let's take a look. So on that first index finger at the top, that's the linear holo of the Midnight Spark, and of course the scatter. Okay, and on this next hand, I'm first going to do the Midnight Spark on my middle finger, no base underneath, just purely the glitter holo. And I'm going to go in with the linear holo and just an Orly polish to finish off the look. So this Orly is called Skinny Dip. It's a beautiful blue that has little shimmer in it. It actually dries matte for me. I don't think it was intended to. There was no advertising saying it was a matte finish, but it works for me. And I was not expecting this color to go so well with the Midnight Spark, but it honestly just is a pop of color. I love it so much, so beautiful. So my plan is that the ring finger will be one of 3 accent fingers. I guess maybe they're all accents, they're all fancy. But anyways, I'm just gonna go in with 1 coat there. Going on my index finger, I'll probably do 1 coat here as well. And in between this layer and any design I do on top, I'm going to have to wait for it to dry fully because I'm using good old nail decals just to get a little stripey effect. Okay, here's a second coat going in. I can't wait for you guys to see the reveal shot of this because the blue is stunning. Okay, and now I'm just going in on this last pinky finger. As I mentioned, I'm going to have to wait for these to dry quite a bit. I will spare you the boredom and just fast forward through that part. And I'm back! So I have these lined vinyls. I don't remember where I got them from, but they are the typical stripy vinyls you can find, on Etsy, Amazon, even AliExpress. And I'm going diagonally across my nail to resemble almost like a candy cane stripe, although that's not the look I'm going for, but I just like the pattern. And I can be a little obsessive about the placement of my nail vinyls, so please bear with me. And in the exposed area of my nail here, I'm going to put the Midnight Spark again. So at first I'm doing almost like a little dabbing effect of my nail polish because I just want it to make sure it really gets in between the lines of the vinyl. Since it is a bit of a thicker polish, it could end up causing an air bubble and peel right off with the vinyl. So I dab it on so it's against the nail, and then I'll do more of an even coat on top just to get that smooth, full coverage finish. And the trick with nail vinyls is to peel it off immediately. You do not want to wait for your nail polish to dry. So as soon as I finish that tip, I go ahead, I peel off all 3 of the vinyls. And then on my ring finger, I'm going in with the linear hollow. And that's just going to be on top of that Orly blue. And that'll give you a sense of what I mean about how this polish can go on top of any other nail polish. It just adds such a stunning dynamic to the nail. Now I wanted to do a dotting effect on my pinky, and I did not have my dotting tool with me, so here's a little life hack: use a bobby pin. So I'm just dotting on the Midnight Spark. I meant to do a random design, but I ended up doing a pattern. Okay, and here's the finished look. I have Midnight Spark and that linear hollow on the ring finger, which I just adore. And in the spirit of Simply Nailogical, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!